In this episode, we're summarizing the 5th episode from Season 2 of the Wire series titled Undertow. The episode first aired on June 29th, 2003. In the beginning, Colonel William Rawls initiates a rigorous interrogation of Freeman and Bunk, delving deep into the intricacies of their ongoing case. With an air of authority, Rawls informs Freeman of his assignment to the Southeastern District and suggests that Bunk considers enlisting the services of a fresh detective to invigorate the investigation. Then we see Bunk accompanied by Beatty, Ray Cole, and Mackey. They embark on the important task of serving grand jury summonses to the checkers employed at Frank Sabatka's union, all of whom had involvement with the Atlantic Light, the vessel instrumental in transporting the container housing the girls. Among those summoned are John Johnny 50s Bamonte and Thomas Horseface Bakuza. Sabatka is livid at the detective's insinuation that he possessed prior knowledge of the girls, seething with indignation. Gary DePasquale, a source of information for Bunk, provides disheartening news regarding the hearings, because little progress has been made in unearthing crucial details. Faced with dwindling options, Bunk turns to Russell, hoping to glean insights into potential informants within the docks. To his dismay, Russell does not have any pertinent leads. Determined not to be deterred, Russell reaches out to an old flame, Maui, who holds a position in Sabatka's union. In a delicate exchange, she carefully broaches the subject of Maui becoming an informant while navigating the complexities of their past relationship. While Maui staunchly refuses to betray his fellow union members, he does offer a valuable tip, informing Russell that the union computers house permanent records that could serve as a valuable resource in tracking containers. As we catch up with Bubbles, we see he ventures into the Marine unit trying to find McNulty, only to discover that he is out at sea. Carl Diggins, manning the radio, urgently summons McNulty back to shore. Bubbles delivers important news that he has successfully tracked down Omar Little. McNulty arranges for Omar to undergo an interview with Asa Eileen Nathan as part of the preparation for the impending trial of Bird. Nathan, taken aback by Omar's frankness and tumultuous past, acknowledges his sociopathic nature and expresses concerns about the prospect of putting him on the witness stand in the presence of Maurice Levi. Sensing the need for a more suitable appearance in court, Nathan provides McNulty with a voucher to procure appropriate attire for Omar. Omar embarks on a shopping spree to acquire suitable clothing while McNulty pays a visit to the federal building. Once there, McNulty approaches Special Agent Cleary with a request to conduct interviews with foreign national vice suspects in order to gather information about the unidentified girl discovered in the harbor. Although Cleary manages to uncover leads regarding girls held in New Jersey, he struggles to comprehend McNulty's obsession with determining the identity of the girl. As we catch up with the Sabatka detail, Lieutenant Cedric Daniels engages in a meeting with Sergeant Ellis Carver, extending an offer for a position within the detail. Carver, still grappling with guilt over his previous betrayal during their joint efforts on the Barksdale case, struggles to comprehend Daniels' willingness to consider him again. Daniels, however, expresses his belief that Carver has learned from his past actions and assures him that he will closely monitor him. The condition attached to Carver's acceptance is that he will relinquish his sergeant rank and report to Detective Greggs. Herc, elated at the prospect of reuniting with his former partner, eagerly embraces the opportunity and agrees. Remember, I am summarizing this entire series as well as other popular works of literature, movies, and TV shows as well. Subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next episode or series. If you would like to see the playlists of our summaries, click on the link in the description. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. If you find our content valuable, consider supporting us on Patreon if you can. Doing this helps my channel out tremendously. I truly thank you for your support. Later on, in a briefing session, Daniels acquaints his newly assembled team with their assigned tasks. He emphasizes the need for prompt execution of DNRs, do not resuscitate orders, and financial investigations to appease Major Valchek. Greggs, Herc, and Carver are assigned to focus on the drug trade in the port area, a prospect that excites Herc as it presents an opportunity for undercover work, given that the dealers in the southeastern district are predominantly white. Freeman arrives and immediately garners the admiration of the detail by swiftly identifying Frank Sabatka from his photograph on the board, shedding light on the connection to the Jane Doe cases. In a later scene, a dealer by the name of Frog conducts illicit transactions in the East Side neighborhood. Ziggy arrives to collect payment from Frog. Frustrated, Ziggy attempts to intimidate Frog, but his efforts are met with indifference. As Ziggy prepares to leave, he finds himself blocked by two vehicles. East Side Lieutenant Melvin Cheese Wagstaff confronts Ziggy, demanding the money he owes. Cheese's formidable presence leaves Ziggy visibly shaken, and his offer of a new leather jacket as partial payment fails to impress him. Ziggy is subjected to a beating by Cheese's men, who also confiscate his car. Ziggy is warned that he will continue being in imminent danger if the debt remains unpaid. During a meeting at the Greek's Cafe, Nick delivers the summons to Sergey and Spiros, requesting a temporary halt to their smuggling operations on behalf of Frank Sabatka. Vondas assures Nick that the investigation into the Jane Doe cases will lead to dead ends. Nick expresses Frank's desire for a direct meeting with the Greek. When Vondas inquires about smuggling chemicals, Nick inquires about their purpose, prompting Vondas to assert that it is purely a business matter. Nick and Lala visit Cheese to negotiate Ziggy's debt. Nick appeals for the return of Ziggy's car, which Ziggy intends to sell to generate funds. Cheese offers an additional week's extension and reveals that they have already torched Ziggy's car. Lala drives Nick as Nick prepares to deliver the unfortunate news to Ziggy. The Greek engages in a discussion with Vondas regarding the ongoing police investigation. While the Greek refuses to meet with Sabatka, he instructs Vondas to increase the payment. Sabatka dismisses the offer and expresses his anger over the Greek's unwillingness to meet him. Vondas reminds Sabatka to remember what happened to the closed steel factories, causing Frank to ponder the consequences for his union should he ever sever ties with the Greek entirely. As we catch up with Dawnette, she pays a visit to D'Angelo accompanied by their son Tyrell and informs him that Stringer has been providing support and has plans to take care of D'Angelo upon his release. However, D'Angelo remains skeptical of their intentions and sees it as merely a business arrangement. During his economics class, Stringer Bell seeks guidance from his teacher, Mr. Lucas, regarding selling an inferior product in a fiercely competitive market. Lucas advises him to lower prices in order to gain a larger market share, even if it means operating at a loss. However, Lucas warns Stringer that maintaining consistently low prices may harm the product's credibility. Later, Stringer meets with Dawnette at home, where she shares with Stringer Bell that D'Angelo is in a troubled state of mind and that she is concerned. Stringer visits the prison and discusses their product-related issues with Avon. He informs Avon that the dealers on the east side, Proposition Joe and P.D. Dixon, have superior products. Stringer also inquires about D'Angelo, but Avon asserts that he must find his own path. Stringer proposes placing some property under D'Angelo's name to give him a sense of stability upon his release. Avon acknowledges that D'Angelo has made significant sacrifices for their organization and they owe him for his support. Applying the knowledge gained from his business classes, Stringer conducts a classroom-style session at Avon's funeral home office, involving his crew in developing solutions for their product quality issue. They decide to change the cap color, alter the product name, and create artificial competition by dividing the product. That was episode number 18, titled Undertow. To watch the next or previous episode summary, click on the link in the description or at the end of this video. In the description, you will also find additional links for supporting our channel. See you on the next episode. Goodbye. We upload new videos every week, so subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. Click the notification bell to be notified of when we upload these videos. See you on the next episode of Culture Screen.